Good afternoon, guys. How are we all doing? I hope you're well and enjoying the summer so far. And we are only a couple of days away, guys. We are literally touching distance from the big one on Sunday, the all-important one, Arsenal versus Man United. Not only it's Arsenal and Man United, but it is the first game of the season. And we are going to discuss whether the window is shut for Arsenal, whether you still think signings are going to come through the door, or whether you think it's business done for Arsenal. We will see. But before we get into that, guys, there is something on the horizon that I need to address, that I need to get off of my chest. And I don't normally kind of run my channel as in digging people out and fellow fans and everything else, because I've always said everyone's opinions are valid on this channel. I've always said that I respect people's opinions. As long as it's done in a respectful way, I haven't got any problems with it. But there is a line that you cross. And I feel that this line has been crossed. So before we get into it, I just want to say big up to all the chat. I've passed my A-levels. Big up, my friend. The future is bright. When you're earning your millions, my friend, you come and see me, and I'm sure we can sit down and have a little chat about it. But big up, friend. Congratulations. That's great news, Koiji. Absolutely great news. Good boy. Well done. Well done, my friend. So glad. So glad. Big up, Prome, as usual. AJ, good afternoon. Everyone's welcome. All the legends are in. God bless, Prome. Afternoon, all. Prome again. Jam Boys in there, etc. Yeah, big up, Kawaji. Guys, I have my fantasy football. Make sure, let's have a little look. Make sure that you get on my fantasy football, guys. 100%. There it is. There's the code. Q5X68A. Get on it. Get a little screenshot of that. Get on the fantasy football, and let's get the Arsenal. It's the Arsenal Huddle, DJB, the Arsenal Huddle League. Get and join, pick your team, and then throughout the streams, throughout the seasons, we'll have a little fantasy football evening, or we'll have a fantasy football afternoon, and we'll talk about the players that you've signed and why you signed them and how you're doing in the fantasy league. We'll have a bit of fun with it, guys. We'll have a bit of fun with it. Why not indeed? Why not indeed? So there's the code there. Mods, I don't know if you can pin that. I've tried to pin it. For some reason it won't pin. But anyway, that's the code there. Or you can go on to my, if you go on to my channel, there is a post there with the Fantasy League code on it as well. It's on the members section as well. So if you're a member, it's on there. Get on board, guys. Get on board. Time is running out. Pick your team. And yeah, we'll see how it all pans out. We're also on the road to 2K, guys. So much appreciated if you can, if you've not subbed, whack a little sub on the channel as well, because that will help. And yeah, big up everyone in the house. Big up everyone as usual. Right. Let's get on to this. Let's get on to this. Let me see first. And we'll have a little get on to this, guys. So, for those that you don't know, right, this guy here, Tony Adams, who to me epitomizes what a football club, not just Arsenal, but what a football club should be about, what a captain should be about, what a leader should be about. This guy has come out, I think it was on an Irish station or whatever. This guy has come out and said, in so many words, Odegaard should not be captain. He didn't disrespect Odegaard. He said he probably might play better without the captaincy. Terry Venables done it with David Platt, etc. And he said by taking the captaincy away from Odegaard, you might see a different Odegaard. And I've said that in the past. I've said that many a time. I think the weight on his shoulders is too much for being a captain. He has said Declan Rice should be captain. He has said he's got all the ingredients to be an Arsenal captain. You need leaders, you need winners. It's all about winning. And then he's kind of said about Arteta, it's time, basically, in a nutshell, he said he's time now. Basically, what he was saying is no excuses. He's been here 5 years. When's he going to be a winner? When's he now going to start winning? Yeah? And get the glory days back to this football club. This is what Mr. Arsenal has said. This is what this guy, who has a statue outside the Emirates Stadium, has said. Now, whether you're an Arteta in or an Arteta out, when you've got legends of this football club coming out with concerns, yeah, saying to people who should be captain of this football club, I think people should listen. Because I'm going through all of this here. These slides here, what you can see, people. And apart from Patrick Vieira, Frank McClintock, a man like this, I don't know any Arsenal captain that you can do this with. He has won everything. He epitomises a captain of a football team, a leader, not just for Arsenal, but for England as well. And anyone that has played against him or anyone that has played for him will tell you this guy literally wears his heart on his sleeve. Yeah? There's the statue, people. That is what you see when you come to the Emirates. Are you going to get Martin Odegaard with a statue in 5-10 years' time? All right? Let that sink in. These brothers are one of the reasons why young fans support this football club. This guy here is one of the reasons why a lot of these young fans on YouTube and that have got channels support this football club. Because of the success that this guy has brought. Yeah? This guy epitomises what you need to do to win football matches. I've seen this guy go into tackles, challenges, get his head on the ball. You wouldn't even think about putting your head there. This guy has been up against men like Shearer, big Duncan Ferguson, and he has mixed it with the rest of them. He's made them look like Smurfs. This guy has been through hell and back with this football club. And the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention, people, right, is because he has got a right that when he is on a studio or if he's being interviewed, he has earned the right to put his opinion, whether it's 24 hours before a kickoff, 3 days before a kickoff, a month before a kickoff. He has got the right to put his opinion, who he would like to see as captain of this football team. He's also got the right to put his opinion across about what he thinks of the manager. Because this guy's a winner. We've got channels, we've got YouTube channels named after this guy who thinks it's acceptable just to turn up and have a good time and it's not all about winning. You put this brother in a room, take this Tony Adams down a pub and sit with him and say to him, are you bothered if you win or lose? This guy will just get up and walk out the pub. So now let me show you this, people, right? Let me chat. Let me show you what comment that has been sent to me today by the legend Shane Gooner, right? This is what our fan base has come to. Tony Adams wouldn't be saying this shit 2 days before the season starts if he really cared about the club. I say, fuck him. Now, you know me, people. I don't normally swear on my channel. This is, and I know, and I've, listen, a little picture came of this guy. I know who he is, and his day will come. Yeah. But this is how far it's come now with these Arteta fans and Arsenal fans. This is what the fan base has become, guys. This is where the fan base is right now. Yeah. Big up everyone in the chat. Now, as I said to you before, whether you are Arsenal in, or whether you are Arteta in, or whether you are Arteta out, when you are disrespecting Tony Adams, and you are making comments like this on social media because he thinks Odegaard shouldn't be captain, and because your manager has made Odegaard captain and someone's criticised it, you've got the audacity to come out with crap like this. He is the brother why you support Arsenal. This guy's been through thick and thin. He has won everything. If Odegaard gets anywhere near what this guy has won, then you may have a case of writing something like this. You might just have one little case of writing something like this if Odegaard comes anywhere near the achievements that this brother has come to. And this is why you don't see this guy at the Emirates, because he's not allowed. He's not allowed. He's too outspoken. The Arteta Protection Society would not allow it. And this really riled me, guys. This really riled me. I was going to come and talk about is the window shut, and we will get on to signings and if the window's shut. Absolutely. But I just needed to get this off my chest. I've been supporting this club, as you know, for 50 years. I've been home and away. I've been around Europe. And there are only 3 captains that I know in my lifetime. And I've said all along, Declan Rice should be captain of this football club. If you want to make a statement, if you want to ruffle feathers, if you want to get players playing to their true potential, then you need to change the leader on the pitch. And I've said that many, many, many times. And Tony Adams has now come out and said it. And you've got a guy putting this on social media. I don't care if it's 2 days. I don't care if it's 24 hours. I don't care if it's half an hour before kickoff. We all know it. We all know it. We all know Odegaard shouldn't be captain of this football team. It is absolutely a disgrace, guys. Absolutely a disgrace. Yeah. As I said, we don't know for sure who said it, but someone has said this. Someone has mentioned this. Yeah, Gabriel. I just think Gabriel was at the sort of tail end of his. I think Rice is at the right age. Rice is at the right age. Anyway, people, I just had to get it off my chest. Yeah, I can't be doing with it. I can't be doing with it anymore. All I want is these legends to be respected. I just want them that when they have got when they don't agree with something, when you've got men like Thierry Henry and Tony Adams and people like this that see it for themselves and have an opinion on something, why are they being disrespected? Why? Why can't you just take it that they obviously know what they're talking about? And everyone's opinions are different. Yeah? Can't, honestly. Well said, DJ, but that's why I've been looking forward to today's stream. Honestly, guys, honestly. But listen, I mean, come on, man. Let's stop all this. Just stop it. If you worship the ground Arteta walks on, fine, but don't go disrespecting our history. Don't go disrespecting players that have made this football club great. Please. Please. Because you probably weren't even old enough. You probably weren't even, some of you weren't even, you were still being chaperoned to the assembly hall by your primary teacher when this guy was at his full pelt. Yeah? You was being picked up by mummy or daddy or your aunt or uncle or granny or granddad in nursery when some of these legends were roaming around the football pitch. Don't go disrespecting the history of this football club. Don't know how much about Tony Adams. Go, you do your history then, fella. Go and watch him. I'm the age at Declan and I knew footy, but from what I've heard, he's spot on. 100% he's spot on. And Nick Philly Red Devil, right, my brother? I haven't got a problem if you don't know much about Tony Adams. What I've got a problem with is with all this technology, YouTube, and all this technology you have on hand, there is no reason why you don't learn the history of this football club. Go and learn the history of the football club. Go and learn what these players done for this football club that made it great. And then you'll know about it. Stop living in the moments. I'm getting fed up with young fans and fans that don't know the history of the football club, just living in the moment. Yeah, I've got 100 respect for you, Philly. But go and have a look at the history. And then you'll appreciate even more the reasons why he said it. There are hundreds of these tweets and quotes out there, DJ. So many fans disrespecting Adams. It's disgusting. Shane, big up, my friend. I'm absolutely, honestly, it's ruined my day, brother. It's ruined my day. It's ruined my day. And then you got channels with like hundreds and hundreds of thousands and thousands of followers that won't even mention this. You've got little channels like us, Shane, struggling to make 2K and stuff like that. And yet you've got these massive channels that won't even probably mention this. It's just absolutely horrendous. Pure and simple, right? In a nutshell, fucking win a trophy next season or get out of the football club. Pure and simple. And as I said, I'm at the Emirates. I'll give you what block I'm at. Come and have a chat with me and the proper Arsenal fans that drink after the game, that's been there during the 80s and the 70s, fighting on the terraces when ICF was running amok. When we're meeting up in motorway service stations and getting run around car parks and the coaches getting bricked and everything else, come and have a chat with us. I'll be happy to talk to you. No problem at all. You want to be disrespectful, don't hide behind the camera. Pop along to the Emirates. I've had enough of it, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. This ain't my game. You know that. You know that. But when something rolls me and see Arsenal, you know what I mean? I can't be doing with it. I can't be doing with it. You disrespect players. I would not disrespect Martin Odegaard as captain. I would turn around and say, oh, yeah, do you remember when Martin Odegaard was captain? He probably weren't one of our best captains. He had his moments. He played okay. There was times, you know, when he done well for the club. But me personally, he weren't a captain. He weren't my sort of Arsenal captain. Why can't you turn around and say that? Oh, I disagree with Tony Adams, actually. I think Martin Odegaard's... I haven't got a problem whether you agree with him or not. But to come out with things like fuck him, sorry, I wouldn't be doing it. I don't disrespect any Arsenal player. I'll just tell you. Simple as that, guys. Yeah? It's like the manager. I haven't really disrespected Mikel Arteta. I've said he's done some great things. You know, chat, you know. I've said he's done some great things. All I've said is he's reached his ceiling. I believe his time is up. I believe it's time for a change. Like when you're in work, like schools change headmasters and headmistresses, like companies change managers. You just talk in the staff room and you think, do you know what? Mr. So-and-so and Mrs. So-and-so, I think it's time for a change now. I'm getting a bit bored. That's all it is, people. You don't have to get like, and this is what gets me. I can't be doing with it. It's doing my head in. Tom Canton dismissed Adams' opinion with a smirk. Yeah, of course he will. Tom Canton will do, Shane. But the simple reason is he's buttering his own bread, isn't he? He's pouring his own cup of tea. If he says anything bad about the club, Tom Canton don't get in the places he wants to get in. Is that an Arsenal fan? Not really. I wouldn't put a press conference before my opinion of Arsenal Football Club. No way. Arsenal Football Club is Arsenal Football Club. Just honestly, guys, I've had enough of it. DJB, as a proud Arsenal ladies, Serpa, I can say this now. Kim Little and Leah Williamson are two real captains. Odegaard could never. AJ, 100%, 100%, 100%. You need a leader on the pitch. And the reason, and I've said this before, the reason why Martin Odegaard is captain of this football club is because he doesn't ruffle feathers. He sits in the corner. He's a good little boy. He does as he's told. And he doesn't cause confrontation. And Arteta can lord over him. Can you imagine after that PSG game, semi-final, man like Tony Adams in the dressing room after the game? Yeah? And he epitomises our manager. The captain is a mirror image of our manager. If you listen to Odegaard talk, it's like listening to Arteta talk. And all the fans home in on him. Not a problem. I haven't got a problem with that. Just don't disrespect the history of this football club. Just don't disrespect these legends that you can see behind me. Why would you do it? Why would you do it? Just because he's had an opinion. Just because he's a winner. Tony Adams is a winner. Roy Keane is a winner. Anyway, people, let's get on to the signings. Yeah, fucking joke, man. I can't even. Do you know what? I don't even want to be. I don't even want to talk. Honestly, I don't even want to talk about the Cannons. DJB agrees. Selfishness has taken over the club. We're living in social media ego world. Yeah, clickbait, guys. As I said, if I wanted my numbers to go up, I'd agree with everything. I'd be on here now slagging Arteta. I'd be on here now slagging Adams off, and my subs and views would go up tenfold. But it's not what I'm about. I'm not about that, guys. I'm not selling me soul just for clicks. Not doing it. Not doing it, people. DJB, when Joe Root became England captain, yeah, I love my cricket. His form took a nosedive. He was honest with himself and he gave it up. There you go. There you go. Sometimes you're a bigger man if you look in the mirror and go, do you know what? It's not actually quite going right. Walk away from it. Makes you a better person. Makes you a better person. 100%. Odegaard is worse than Adama. He's got to prove himself. Listen, I'm not ripping into Odegaard, and I've said this before. It's not Odegaard's fault. It's the manager's fault. Odegaard is not that bad a player. He's just not being coached right. He's not had an opportunity to move into different positions and get his mojo back. Put him in the 8. Try something different. Let him roam. Sit him down and go, do you know what? Get your boots on and just go play where you like. Just do whatever you want. Go on the right, go on the left, go central, drop off. Do whatever you want. Make things happen. Make things happen. He's not allowed to do that. It's the manager that has made Odegaard the player he is, not Odegaard on Odegaard. Keep saying it. The buck stops at the manager. When are people going to realise? When are people going to realise whether you play Sunday football, Saturday football, Friday afternoons, Thursday after school, during school, whenever, whatever level of football, the buck stops at the manager. They pick the team. They pick the system. Why is it everyone's fault apart from his? Why is it Odegaard's fault and not the manager? Why is it Martinelli's fault and not the manager? Why? I've always said that Gabriel Rice should be captain. Odegaard seems to go missing in big games. Exactly, my friend, Ryan Walsh. Big up, my friend. Are you a relative of the great Kyle Walsh? Because if you are, I'm telling you, big up. That would never happen with the two I mentioned above. They literally both lead by example. Exactly. You just need a leader. And the reason why Gabriel and Rice ain't going to be captain is because they know they're going to ruffle feathers. They're going to grab all the shirts. They're going to go in the dressing room. You ask any West Ham fan, right, guys? You asked any West Ham fan, and trust me, I know so many. One thing they will tell you is that Declan Rice was a brilliant captain. Simple as that. Big up, Aces. Tom Canton blocked me because I said Arteta should naff off. Yeah, he would do. Question, do you remember Doug Ellis, Villa? Yeah, I do remember Dougie Ellis, Villa chairman. Would our present manager have lasted a long term under him? Probably not. Dougie done some good things for Villa, actually. I think under Doug Ellis, man, Arteta probably would have not been there next season. Not been there next season. That's the only thing I'm blaming the owners for, giving this guy another season. You know, I'm not going to bang on about it, but yeah. The only Tony Adams. Man, honestly, disrespecting Tony Adams is like beating your mum up, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? DJB, this is the best channel alongside Lee Northside and Jez. Andy G, thank you, my friend. Well, listen, we only do our best on here, guys. I'm only doing my best, yeah? All right? I'm only doing my best. As I said, I say it as it is. It is what it is. I respect everything. I respect everyone. I respect every single fan. And I've said time and time again, what makes football great is we're all football fans and we're all passionate and we all want the best for our club. Yeah. People express that in different ways. And I haven't got a problem with that. The problem I have is when you criticize something and you get it's all one way. You get absolutely bombarded for it, for having a different opinion. Yeah. Rice was telling off Party for that yellow card. Exactly. It's what Odegaard should have done. He should have grabbed him by the collar and said, what you doing, man? Top Gooners go on about how things will be better this season. Not in my eyes, yes. Yes, Gorkrez is massive upgrade, Havertz, but Martinelli. How you got to look at it, right, Joseph Connor Golden? Big up, right? If anything happens to your careers, we're back to square one where we were last season. We're back to square one. And this is why I'm trying to say to you is about the window, the transfer window, right? I believe personally it's shut. I don't think any more signings are coming to this football club. I think the Madueke deal was signed, sealed and delivered. Windows locked, shut, finished, done. That's what I think, guys. I think that when we signed Madueke, that was it. We got our left winger, we got our replacement for Saka, killed two birds with one stone, job done. No Rodrigo, no Eze, no nothing. Because if we were serious about Eze, we'd have done our business in June. Wonder if what we're wearing the Cronky will appear at the Emirates. We'll see. Another real one, Arsenal Revolution. Big up TV Rashid. Smash the likes. Enter the big up DJB chat. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Make sure you're on my fantasy league as well, people. Yeah. All right. And if you come above me, there might be some little prizes going out. Who knows? Big up Rashid. Make sure you go and sub to Rashid. Getting sub in Arsenal. Yeah, come on, guys. Getting sub. We're nearly hitting 2K, guys. That'd be great. If the season starts and I've hit 2K, I'll be happy. Seen Rice leading the chat in the huddle before kickoff a few times last season. He's a natural. Of course he is. He's 100%. Declan Rice. If you gave Declan Rice £10 a week, he'd play football. He's old school, isn't he? He knows what it takes. DJ Frank McClintock. How much of a leader? What a guy. Legend. Absolute legend. Go and watch Frank McClintock. I'm doing an 11 with Shane Gooner, and I'm dreading it. But there's 3 players I know off the top of my head I'm putting in my top 11, and no one's coming in front of them. 4 players. Do you know what? You ain't far off, AJ. You ain't far off. And I've said this before. I haven't got a problem with any female being coach of a men's team. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered whether they're male or female. If they can do a job and they get us winning, I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Seriously. I can't wait for the day that female coaches become in charge of men's football. That's going to happen. And I hope it does. You got men in charge of women's games. Why can't you have women in charge of men's games? Same rules. Same coaching badges. You get a UK driving license. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female. You get an FA. You go and do your coaching badges. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. What's the difference? What's the difference in this day and age? Why haven't we got females in charge of men's football? Is it stigma? Is it why? Why? Look what the ladies' England manager's achieved. Look what she's won. You're telling me she's going to do a worse job than some of these men in the Premiership, than some of these managers in the Premiership? You think that Bregman's going to do a worse job? I don't know, chat. You tell me. Big up Rashid all the time. That's my opinion, AJ. Odegaard and Martinelli will still be starting. I think you're right, Joseph. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Havertz don't start on Sunday either. I'll be honest with you guys. Nothing surprises me with this football team. Nothing. DK, cheers, my friend. Nothing surprises me with this football team, this football manager. I'm prepared for it. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Just be prepared for the madness. Gus Caesar in your 11, bro. Gus tried his art out, man. There was some moments with Gus Paul. No, I don't think Gus will be making my 11, unfortunately. Yeah. Big up, guys. Big up, everyone in the chat. Make sure you put a like, smash a like. Make sure you're subbing if you've not subbed. Don't cost nothing. You haven't got to follow the channel. Big up, everyone. Facts, DJB. I think there's still stigma around black managers and women's football. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't want to get into the political side of things about that. I don't care whether you're black, white, red, yellow, pink, blue. I don't care if you got mauve hair. All I care about is winning football matches and trophies. If you're good enough and you've proven you're good enough, then it doesn't matter. I ain't bothered. Because all I care about is Arsenal football team. I don't care what you look like on the touchline. And the problem is, right, is, yeah, there has to be opportunities along the line. You have to start looking at them sort of avenues. Thoughts on your game on Sunday? On Sunday, I've said I think it'll be a tough one, guy. Philly, big up Philly. I think it's going to be a tough one on Sunday. Going to Old Trafford is never easy anyway. We don't normally pull up many trees at Old Trafford, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I can't remember a top performance at Old Trafford other than when we won the league. But yeah, and Man United look up for it this season, don't they? They've made some shrewd signings. They've got a good front three. We're going to be tested. I can see it being 1-1. I don't think it'll be a high scoring game. It's going to be a cagey affair. I can see it being a draw. I can see it being a draw, guys. I can see it being a draw. Yorker on the left. Havertz wouldn't surprise me. No, I've said that assembled, and I get laughed at when I say put Yorker on the left. And I don't know why I get laughed at. People laugh at me when I say this guy I put Yorker on the left. I've seen him do it with Aubameyang. Look how surprised we all were when he put Partey at right back and dropped Gabriel against Fulham. Stuck Partey at right back and dropped Gabriel on the bench. Benched him. Big up the Lynch, man. 100. Thank you, brother. But no, I honestly think the window's shut, and I think we've just left ourselves too short. I hope it ain't, but I just got a feeling. I don't think Eze's coming to the football club. I don't think Rodrigo is. I didn't ever thought Rodrigo was going to come to the football club in the first place. I definitely don't think he's coming now. I can't see Eze. Do you know what? I can see Eze staying at Crystal Palace, you know. The more I'm looking at it and the more I'm thinking about it and what the Palace manager is coming out and saying, I think Eze's quite comfortable being at Crystal Palace. I think he wants to lead them into Europe. I think he thinks that he's got a chance. Palace have got a chance of winning that conference, you know. Wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go anywhere. I think if we were serious about Eze, we should have made him priority. We should have got him done and dusted in June. We should have paid whatever it was, got the Eze deal done, and now we should be looking at signing Madueke and men like that. We should not have been getting Madueke first and then worrying about whether we're getting Eze. So we'll see. Yeah, Jam Boy, I'm with you. I think 1-1. I think 1-1. If we can sneak a 2-1, I'll be over the moon. But I think, yeah. Thanks everyone for the support. Kouaji, brilliant, my friend. Congratulations once again. Kouaji's passed his A levels. Yeah, he's going to go on to big things now. He's going to go on to big things. Watch. He'll be coming on here doing his coaching badges next. Arteta is responsible DJ. He's built a cult. It's scary. Yeah, it is. It is scary, my friend. I think the problem is that they're frightened of change because some of them have never really experienced bad times at Arsenal. Some of them have never experienced the great times at Arsenal. They're just in the comfort zone. And if you look at the football team and the signings he's made, they're just, I've said it before, we're just in the comfort zone, aren't we? We're just sort of plodding along. Because I look at players like Norgard and players like this, and they're okay signings. I'm not saying they're bad, terrible, awful signings, but they're just in the comfort zone. They're just, do you know what I mean? They're just happy to be there, happy to come along, enjoy the ride. They're not going to take you to the next level, you know? And this is what I'm saying. Arteta, out of 11 goalkeepers, Kenny Ken, right backs, Troops, left backs, Lion Tex, centre backs, Southern Gooner, centre back, Yardman, central end, Dan Potts, centre dev, DJ, right wing, north side, left wing, Curtis Shaw, striker, Lee Gunner. Oh man, what an absolute 11 that would be. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? I don't know. Curtis Shaw played down the middle. He's a bit of a baller, Curtis Shaw, you know. Northside can play a little bit as well. Yeah. I don't know about Dan Potts. I might have to put him on the oranges. Troops. Well, the troops, brother. I'll tell you. I don't know. I think he'd be the destroyer. I think he'd be the destroyer going kicking people. Southern Gooner can play a little bit. I reckon he's comfortable on the ball, old Southern Gooner, making things happen. But Jez, I mean, captain. Jez will be our captain, I think. Yeah, big up. Kenny Ken, goalkeeper. You ain't getting past him, Kenny Ken. Yeah, escape to victory settings. You know what I mean? So AFC always, big up, my friend. That is a powerful 11. Powerful 11. Where's Shane? Is Shane in now? Shane Gooner in there? Southern Gooner. Does Shane Gooner sneak in there? Yeah, Shane Gooner has to. Yeah, I suppose he's sort of, he'll be in there around about. Aaron as well. Aaron will like a little role. He can come on. Definitely. 100%. A loan incoming from Chelsea deadline disaster day. Yeah, Michelle, you know it's going to happen, didn't you? I've said it all along. We've got the deadline disaster. We've got a deadline disaster signing. You know it's happening. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson settings coming in on loan or something like that. Do you know what I mean? We'll get someone on loan, lastminute.com. I'll be surprised if we probably will. But no, I mean, I don't know. I just feel the window's petering out a little bit now. The season's going to start on Sunday. I just feel that things are just petering out now. I don't think you're getting many kind of how can I say, real strong links to anyone now. I think players are kind of, yeah, you know what I mean. I just feel that we should have done the Eze thing earlier, and I was a little bit gutted that we didn't go all in for Rodrigo. We might have done. It might come out that we did bid for Rodrigo and we put a strong bid in for him and it didn't quite happen. But I just feel that I just feel that our window's closed. I think the Madueke deal has signed it. I think that was it. Madueke's come in. He's closed all the windows around the Emirates, locked them all up. They're all closed. No one's coming in. He can play both wings and he's going to be used. He'll be used for Arteta. He'll be used for Saka as backup and he'll play on the left. This manager is so stubborn, he probably believes that he's got the best team in Europe. Real talk, he's probably thinking he's got the best team in Europe. I don't know if United have a defence to win the game. We have a chance. Our side is more galvanised to be optimistic. Yeah, defensively, United are not brilliant. However, we've got a problem with the left-hand side, Lynch. Skelly's not a left-back. You've got Mbeumo, Cunha and Sesko. And you've got Fernandez now with firepower in front of him. That, to me, Lynch, is a little bit scary. Chris Welch, big up, my friend. I don't see you signing anyone else thanks to money you spent on Madueke. Yeah, 100%. 100%, Chris. That's what I think as well, my brother. Very disappointed in Burton not moving on the deadwood. Difficult. We've said this before. It's easier said than done. When you've got a regime that have been there before Berta, putting players on ridiculous wages that have fallen off an end of a cliff, form-wise, football-wise, it's very, very difficult to move them on. Who is going to come in for Zinchenko on 150 grand a week? Who's going to go and buy Jesus on 250 grand a week? And there hasn't been much off the sick bed all season. Who's going to come in for Martinelli, 180 grand a week, that runs the ball out of play, can't even get his head up? Realistically, who's going to sign these players? This is the problem Berta's got. And this is what I keep saying. The next manager that comes in is going to have more than a problem. Because whoever comes in after Arteta is going to have players that have contracts of running down, going to have wages that are way off the scale. You're going to have players out of form. Can you imagine it? This is why he had to go this season. The manager had to go this season. So then we can do all the contracts for the players. We can then start getting the players in. Yeah? Because the new manager comes in, says, right, I don't want him, I don't want him, I don't want him, and I don't want him. I don't care what you do with the contracts, I just don't want them. You know? But what I don't understand, DJ, is how young are they that they didn't even see Wenger win anything in the late years? He win a trophy, they claim the Charity Shield. Yeah, I know. Don't know me. Don't know Lux. Big up. I don't understand it. There's no excuses for not knowing the history of this football club. Only thing missing is Arteta in the 11. Who would you have the manager? Yeah. That starting 11. That starting 11. Who would you have the manager? Yeah, who'd you have the manager? Shane Gooner. Shane Gooner as manager. Yeah, that'd do. Shane Gooner as manager and Aaron. Aaron Talks TV along with Nortsky as the coaches. Sorted. Shane Webb, big up, my friend. As a Liverpool fan, I respect Arsenal fans like you and others. You see what's wrong with the club. I don't fear Arsenal because Arteta, once City dropped out, it was like it's title on it. Yeah, big up, Chris, man. Big up. Yeah, you're powerful this season. If you get Isak, that's it. Game over, I think. You've moved like a big club, Chris. You've moved our club should move. If you're going to be serious about things, that's how you do things. 100%. 100%. And no one fears Arsenal. Not really. They've all said, I mean, all the pundits have even said we're going to finish runners-up. No one's got us winning this football league. This manager, for how long he's been there and for how much money he's spent, everyone should be tipping us to win the league. 14th August 1996, Patrick Vieira joined Arsenal captain, legend, invincible. Yeah, 100%, man. Don't get captains like this anymore. I think Man United 0, Arsenal 0. I think there'd be goals. These games are Arsenal don't have a great record. They don't. And they're my biggest rivals. People say, who are your biggest rivals, DJB? My biggest rivals are Man United. That's the first fixture I look for every single season. That's all shocked you, isn't it? Because you're probably saying, oh, Spurs, what about Spurs? Yeah, Spurs are it's tribal with Spurs, but Man United are my biggest rivals. Always has been. Even like the Wenger days, like magnified that. But yeah, Arsenal, Man United for me, they're the games you have to win. You have to win them games. It's like Man United, Liverpool, you know. Big up, D. I don't see any more significant signings now. Graham, I don't. I mean, I might be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up and I'll be gassed if Eze comes in. Absolutely over the moon. But I don't know. I just can't see it, brother. I just cannot see it. I really can't. I think it's all gone a little bit limp. You know, I think it's just gone a little bit limp. If Gay goes to Liverpool, I don't see them letting. Oh no. Oh. If Gahey goes, he's another one I wanted at Arsenal. Gahey. What a backup he would have been. Or what a first team player he would have been. Let's be honest. I'm quite happy with Mosquera, though. I think he'd be all right, Mosquera, you know. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he'd be okay. Top Gooners now slagging off Tony Evans for spitting facts about Odegaard and Arteta. Maybe shut up and listen to the man who's been there, done it, and won. Yeah, exactly. We said it earlier in the stream. There he is. Yeah. How on earth can this guy be disrespected? How? I mean, look. There it is. I'll say no more, people. Just let that sink in for a bit. Yeah? You don't get a statue outside that stadium if you don't know what you're doing or don't know what you're talking about. And the next statue outside that stadium should be George Graham. I'm telling you now, you won't see a statue like that of Martin Odegaard. Ever. ever. Or Arteta come to that. Possibly if Arteta wins the Champions League, possibly. But really, is he going to win the Champions League? But yeah, I can't see how. I don't see how. I don't see how you disrespect legends of the club. I also have concerns about Skelly. Graham been saying it all the time. I said it from day one. Again, got a little bit kind of is he on something? Skelly has been brainwashed into being a left back. Skelly became left back by default through injuries and getting thrown at left back. He had a couple of good games at left back. There was nothing really to lose. He came in, he'd done a good job, and now he's being labelled as a left back. And he's not a left back. He's not a left back. And he's going to get found out. Our left-sided is shocking. I think Eze will still join us. Prome, I hope you're right, brother. I'll tell you what, Prome. Listen, I've got 100% respect for you, my friend. And if he does, I salute you, my friend. I salute you. That's what I'm saying. Listen, if I get it wrong, I'll get it wrong. Prome Ice, if that happens, that will definitely be deadline day. Yeah, get him on loan with an option to buy. DJ, if Arteta goes, who do you guys think will get the job? Do you give Cesc a chance? Nav, you must have heard me in the past. I think I still believe, right? It's not what I want, by the way. And it's don't take this that I want Cesc Fabregas, right? I just think he'll get the Arsenal job. I just think Cesc Fabregas will get the Arsenal job. I just think he's next in line. But what you got to remember that Cesc Fabregas would have had managerial experience before he comes here. And he was a baller, wasn't he? Cesc, whatever you say about Cesc Fabregas, the way he left the club, whatever, Kenny can, fill you in on that. But you cannot take it away from him. He was one hell of a player. Incredible player. You talk about players. Cesc Fabregas was up there with the best, massively. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past Cesc Fabregas being Arsenal manager. Wouldn't be my choice because I don't want projects. If we don't win anything next season, I don't want my next manager to go 4 or 5 years without winning anything. I want someone to come in with a proven record. Go get Klopp out of retirement or something. Crystal Palace have made contact to sign Arsenal youngster Dan Casey, while the Gunners are hoping to tie him down to a new deal, according to Fabrizio Romano. I've heard this, Prome, yeah? I've heard this. And this is the sort of business we have to do. We've got to start offloading some of our youth and some of our young prospects. This is what Chelsea do. They go and get 15, 10 million for an academy player or someone like that. Brilliant starting 11. oi, Thai mania. I mean, Kenny, laugh out loud. Shane manager, assistant, Egal. Can you imagine it on the touchline? Imagine that on the touchline, brother. Oh, man. Tony is probably the biggest legend. Absolutely. Lynch, listen, brother. There are legends at Arsenal and there are legends at Arsenal. Tony Adams has got to be up there with the greatest of legends, man. And to say F him, Gay only got 1 year left. They have to sell him. They can't even give him a free DJB. Yeah, I think Gay he will go. 47 in the building, guys. Make sure that you smash in the likes and you sub. Binks, hopefully Vieira next. Free Skelly. Yeah, free him up. Mind you, I weren't impressed with him the weekend, to be honest. He's tackling is very rash, isn't it? Do you think, I'll tell you what, right? Do you think Skelly's going to be one of these players that bursts onto the scene and then dries up very, very quickly? Do you think Skelly's going to be a player where he has like 2 brilliant seasons and everyone gasses about him and then suddenly just peters out? I've seen that on players, you know. I think Skelly could be one of them. I hope he ain't, but I don't know. What do you think? Martin Keown needs to start being truthful too. He can't. He's too invested. Binks, he's too invested. If Martin Keown came out with the stuff Tony Adams came out with, you would not see him pitch side. You would not see him pitch side commentating Champions League anywhere near that football club. Telling you that now. And he knows that. Martin Keown knows that. Ray Parlour knows that. Ray Parlour wouldn't do all his commercial stuff and legends stuff if he was coming out with what Tony Adams was coming out with. They sold their souls. Ian Wright has, and I love Ian Wright. Ian Wright was a god to me. But they've all jumped on the PR bandwagon. A lot of the channels have done the same. It's not about Arsenal Football Club anymore. It really isn't. And that's sad. That's really sad. Skelly is so slow at left back. Yeah, I agree. He's got no pace. And do you know what, right? That is something, Nicholas J, that's a brilliant point. Because I was saying this to someone the other day about Skelly. And I'm not being critical of Skelly. I think he's a great player. I think he's going to be a good young player. And I hope he doesn't sort of peak and then fade away. But he hasn't got a lot of pace. I said this. He's got no pace, has he? He hasn't really got a kind of... He's not that player that sort of... he relies on his positioning a lot. And sometimes his positioning is a bit woeful at left back. Diablo Blade, yeah. Latvian Guna, how we doing, my friend? Big up, my friend, big up. When Dowman fully falls into Arteta's hands, I'm convinced he'll ruin the kid. Yeah, yeah. Does modern day football ruin these young players, though? Do they actually get the freedom to play football nowadays, the way football's played? It's very kind of slow, quick, slow, build up, walking pace. I mean, you watch football sometimes, it's like watching walking football for 10 minutes. They get the ball at the back, strolling around, teams drop off, they pass it sideways, then they pass it back, then they go sideways, then it goes back. Then there's an injection of pace, then it breaks down. And you're watching it and you're thinking, come on. Do you know what I mean? Is it just me, or is it just like, I just think to myself, where's the pace gone out of the football nowadays? Honestly, you watch the football the weekend, right? And there's literally minutes in that game where no player's running. They're just walking and tapping the ball 5 yards. Look how Zinchenko's crying in the media versus Tierney, who was missing. Yeah. Disgusting by Arteta. Tierney was our best left back since Cole. Lux, it's one of those, honestly, it's one of those massive, massive sore points for me. All we had to do was believe in Kieran Tierney, make him our left back, and then all the problems would have been solved. Instead of wasting money on centre-half, trying to turn them into a left back. Calafiori's another one. He can't defend. He's not a left back. So we've got Zinchenko's not a left back. Calafiori's not a left back. Skelly's not a left back. And yet Kieran Tierney, who is a left back, we let go for free. And now we can't get rid of players like Zinchenko who are not even left backs. Make it make sense, people. I can't. Cessi's one of the best midfielders ever. Yeah, he is. He's up there. I wouldn't say ever, but he's up there. 100%. He's loving the perks, selling his soul. Yeah, exactly. Egal is an embarrassment to us Gunners, saying Arteta, Wenger. Yeah. You got a choice. Just don't follow him. Don't listen to him. You've all got choices. You haven't got to follow me. You haven't got to listen to me. Same here. If you don't, he needs to be coached properly. They all do. I'm not convinced with Skelly being shocking pre-season as well. Yeah, I don't think he's been good, has he? He's not been a standout player, is he? No one's talking about Skelly, are they? They're talking about Dowman. No one's really talking about Skelly, are they? Again, comfort zone. We are in the comfort zone, people. I've got my sleeping bag ready, all washed, ready to go, sitting back. Come on, you Gunners. Come on, Arteta, make something happen. Why don't you go follow Spurs? Well, I might do. They've won a trophy. What are you talking about? Remember? Tierney at the back, Gabby in attack. He knows exactly what we need. These players need to win a trophy to know what it feels like to be winners. George's been saying it all along. You start from the bottom, you build your foundations. Tony Adams said it as well. You win something small, makes you want to win something bigger. You win nothing. You keep coming second every single. And I'll tell you what, right? I use this analogy. When you're at school and you're in sports day and you've been picked to do a race, whether that's running race, hurdle, obstacle, egg and spoon, skipping, doesn't matter. And you come second or you don't win, you are absolutely devastated. And your parents are tapping you on the ear. Don't worry, it's the taking part that counts. No, it ain't. I never won. Yeah, but you done well. Look, you done well. Yeah, I know, but I didn't win. That's what Arsenal are, aren't they? Yeah? We're the kid in the playground that comes second. Being tapped on the head saying, oh, it don't matter, you come second. It's about the journey. Doesn't matter. Who cares? I care. 1,500 quid my season ticket cost. I care where I come. In 3 years' time, Skelly's West Ham or Fulham. Do you know what, right? NG Sports TV. It's a conversation I had the other day with someone. Skelly gives me that impression. I might be wrong, but Skelly gives me that impression that he's going to burst on the scene. He's going to do some good things. And then all of a sudden, he'll just become a bang average player. And then he'll kind of like, I don't see Skelly as being a worldie, or I don't see Skelly as being a player in 5-6 years' time that you're going to sell for hundreds of millions of pounds. I might be wrong. I see that in Dowman. I can see Dowman being worth hundreds. He's the only player that I can see at Arsenal that's going to be world class if we get a new manager. Imagine Max Dowman under a manager like Zinedine Zidane. Let that sink in, people. Zinedine Zidane at Arsenal Football Club, leading them out at Old Trafford. Yeah, a winner, someone to look up to, presence. Been there, done it, worn the t-shirt. You imagine that guy walking out at Old Trafford. He'd be intimidating in the tunnel, wouldn't he? To other managers, Zidane would be intimidating, wouldn't he? Toronto Gooner, I'm well, brother. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Latvian Gooners in. Can you talk about the early 2000s Arsenal versus United? Mate, they were deadly. Right, war. Some of them games, honestly, in the early noughties against Man United. You had to have leaders then. You couldn't have man like Odegaard, Philly, going out onto the pitch then, up against Roy Keane and man like this. No way. Wouldn't be happening. Paul Scholes in midfield and you've got Martin Odegaard. Go and watch Paul Scholes, probably one of the best midfielders in the Premiership ever. Thierry Henry said that Paul Scholes would be one of his first names he puts on his team sheet. And he's played with some ballers. Paul Scholes was an absolute fantastic midfield player. Obviously, Jamie Carragher, deluded Liverpool fan, says that Steven Gerrard's better than him, obviously, because Jamie Carragher can't see past Merseyside. He wouldn't even know if he was out of Merseyside if he was in Clacton. Do you know what I mean? He reckons that Steven Gerrard's better than Paul Scholes. I'm sorry, but no competition. Steven Gerrard was an absolute fantastic player, brilliant player. Both brilliant players, but he ain't better than Paul Scholes. No, it's not just you. It's walking style. Freedom depends on the manager. I think it's slowly returning from these system teams. I think when Pep leaves with this soon, there will be more individual. I hope so, bro. I hope so. Do you know, that's why I like watching teams like Brighton and stuff like that sometimes, you know. I enjoy watching Brighton and teams like that because they play, don't they? You watch Brighton sometimes, like, and Bournemouth and teams like this. They played with such freedom sometimes, you know. You know what I mean? They was playing, getting the ball into transition, getting it quick into attack. You know what I mean? And I enjoy watching them. I enjoy watching it. Tierney must have told Arteta where to go. Probably. Please hit the like button, guys, and sub if you're new. 100 Prome. You know it makes sense. Thank you for telling them. 100 Prome. Smash the like. So we've got 63 in the building. So if you all smash a like, there's 63 there straight away. In my opinion, Ethan has potential to be quality player under Luis Enrique. SG, Ethan Nwaneri has the potential under a lot of managers. You know, Ethan Nwaneri is a good player, really good player. I hope he gets game time next year. I really hope he gets some game time next season. I really want to see Ethan get involved a little bit more. I want to see the manager get brave. Odegaard, you're not doing it. Off you come. Can you imagine, right? And I think I've said this before. Can you imagine what statement it would put out to them players going into a big game if they rock up one day and they see Martin Odegaard with a tracksuit on? And they look at him and they go, "What, you not playing?" And he goes, No, I'm not playing. Declan's the captain. He's dropped me. You serious? Yeah, I'm not playing today. He's told me I'm not playing for the next 3 matches. Them players are going to go, who's playing in the 10 then? Oh, Ethan Nwaneri's playing in the 10. Are you mad? No. That's what the gaffers told me. Can you imagine what shockwaves that would send through that football team? And what a kick up the backside that would give them players. They'd be going, yo, we better get a move on here. But when they're looking at their captain that is dropping stinker after stinker after stinker, and they turn up in the changing room, and they must think, is he playing again? You've been there, people. When you've all played, if you've played football, right? Sunday league, Saturday, whatever. And there's always that player in that football team that the manager likes, isn't there? And you turn up and you go, oh, he's playing again. I can't believe he's playing. He don't tackle. He don't head the ball. He don't do anything. Why is he playing? That's Odegaard. Waha. Another big up, my friend. Always welcome. 100. The assembled. Wouldn't shock me if he goes somewhere like Dortmund. Yeah. Ethan, good luck to him. Jamie C is just another key home. Mate, he gets on my nerves. I can't lie. He absolutely gets on my nerves. Jamie Carragher gets too much airtime, annoying. Yeah, he does. He does. And the reason why he don't like Arsenal is because that Arsenal team, when he was playing, absolutely took the piss out of him. Made him look an absolute clown. I remember seeing Jamie Carragher live, mate, and he absolutely got roasted. He looked absolutely diabolical. Carragher's a vault. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Funny how that all goes out the window, isn't it? Eh? Isn't it funny though? What it can do. I don't know if I'm the only one feeling this way, but as much as I love football, I'm deflated regarding Arsenal, and it's ruining the will to watch games at times. Latvian Guna, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. With football nowadays, I'm like that with a lot of the football nowadays. Um, I hope next season we see a lot of great games. Last season was probably the one of the worst seasons I watched, to be honest. Arsenal in particular. But to be honest with you, um, I thought the football in general, I thought the Premiership in general, and I'm taking nothing away from Liverpool, by the way. Big up Liverpool who won the league, and fair play to them. I just think on the whole, game in, game out, the Premiership last year was pretty poor. Pretty poor. And I'm hoping it's more exciting this year. NG, is this man burns talent, then puts it about that players have an attitude problem. Exactly. Odegaard would cry. Yeah, if he was out on that pitch, can you imagine it? Back in the noughties, Arsenal v Man United. Can you imagine it in the tunnel? When Roy Keane's giving it to Vieira, offering him out, saying, come on the pitch, you and me on the pitch. Can you imagine saying that to Odegaard? He'd walk down the tunnel and go and get changed, jump in his car and go home. You had to go to war. It was war. Arsenal Man United wasn't just football. It was absolute bitter rivalry, and it still is. For me, it's my biggest, as I said, it's the biggest game of the season for me. If I lose, I tell you what, if we lose Sunday, join me on the sit-back session. The Sunday sit-back session will not be very nice. Slap the likes, legends. Come on. Big up, Shane. Big up, Shane. Make sure you sub to Shane, doing his bruised banana later on. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be going over the Tony Adams things like I have as well. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Let's add this legend. Let's just add this legend to the stage again. Yeah, let's get this legend to the stage. Here he is, people. Come on. And we've got man telling to fuck him, eh? Come on. 100. And let's put the comment back on the stage. This is what's going around. Yeah. Jez is in the chat. He will be absolutely mortified. Jez, if you didn't see my stream earlier, we done a whole thing on Tony Adams, my friend. And I'm absolutely, listen, I can't. I've had enough of it now, my friend. I've had enough. Last season was a drag, and I feel this season's the same. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's all about getting over the line this season. It's all about winning stuff. All about winning stuff. Binks, I expect this one to be worse if that's possible. I hope not. I hope not. Evening, Jezza. Evening, my friend. Hope you're well, my friend. Big up, my friend. 100%. Make sure you go another real one. Make sure you go and sub to Jez is Arsenal. Make sure you sub. And yeah, 100%. Bink should have spent 52 million from Madueke this way, 30 million to Saka and give a proper manager 20. Yeah, why not indeed? I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Listen, I'm not going to jump on the old Madueke thing because I've not seen enough of him, and I'm not going to judge him. I'll judge him 12 games in, and same as Gyökeres. I'll judge Gyökeres 12 games in, right? But all I know is, man like Eze should have been priority. Rodrigo should have been priority. Before Madueke even got considered, them two should have been priority. The fact that we've left it too late now, probably missed the boat on both of them. Well, we was never in with Rodrigo anyway, but good start, Johnny Dark. Big up, my friend. Now, see what I like about Johnny, right? Big up, Johnny. What I like about Johnny, he is Arteta, yeah? All right? He wants Arteta here for another 20 years. He's happy to go along and get a bag of crisp and have a can of Coke, watch the game, right? But he also knows that slagging great players off that have built this club from its foundations is wrong. I hope so, Johnny Dark. 100. Latvian Guna agree. Been watching football for over 20 years and I start to lose interest of a game. Only a few clubs spark my interest. Exactly. I thought the Premiership was poor last season. I've got to be honest with you. I thought the Premiership was pretty dire. There wasn't many games I got excited about last season, especially at the Emirates. I thought it was poor. Really poor. One of the worst seasons I've witnessed, to be honest. I agree, DJ. Football's boring. When you saw PSG in the final, yeah, or when I watched Barca La Liga, I remembered what football actually was. All this new woke nonsense from Pep and Arteta is ruining it, 100%. Kenny's not a big Pep fan. Kenny admires Pep for what he's won, but from a football point of view, he's not a big fan of Pep. And at first I thought, is he mad? But thinking about it, I kind of get on board with what he's saying, you know. Evening, Jez's Arsenal. Question, do you think the players who lack talent or the coaches haven't the talent to develop players? I think it's a bit of both assembled. I think it's a bit of both. I always believe, right, that you can only get the best out of something. If it's not there, it's not there. However, you would see a little improvement. What worries me with this coach is that when you look at Martinelli, how bad he performs now, that shouldn't be happening. He should at least be the same level, if not better. What's worrying is when coaches make players worse. That's the worrying thing for me. You know? But when you're a professional football player, you should see some improvement under the right coach. Whether that's your shooting, whether that's your crossing, whether it's your tackling, whether it's you heading the ball, you should really see some sort of improvement under any coach in a certain area. Martinelli has not improved at all. He ain't crossing the ball. He can't take players on. He runs with his head down. He can't pick out a pass. And it's just like, you just think to yourself, what have you done to this poor young man? Let him go. Sell him. Get his mojo back. Give him to someone that's going to improve him. I'll ask you another question, guys. Martinelli under Jurgen Klopp or Luis Enrique would not be Martinelli that we're looking at. You bet, DJB. We're all legends. Players and all. I will not stand for anyone slandering us. Popcorn yellow stripes. Exactly. No, you can't. You can't have this brother being criticised and slagged off because he believes that Odegaard should not be captain of this football club. He also believes, if you read through his comments, if you actually read into what he's saying, he's basically saying Arteta ain't good enough. He's not a winner. And it's about time he's got to prove himself to be a winner, just like this fella was. That's it. Bottom line. Win or go. If you don't win anything, be a man and turn around and go, I'm leaving the football club. I've done all what I can. It's time to go. Zinchenko is getting mocked hard by Ukrainians for being a crybaby. There's athletes like Usyk and there's Zinchenko can't defend it. Yeah, he's frustrated, man, isn't he? He's frustrated. But again, has he been really treated right, Zinchenko? Yeah, I can understand him being a bit of a baby and just, take it and just... But again, he's not a left back. Have we ever seen Zinchenko play in the 10? Have you seen him play in midfield when he plays for Ukraine? The guy makes things happen. He creates stuff. He's their best player. We've never really tried him in midfield. And when he has played in midfield, he hasn't really done a lot wrong. He hasn't really done a lot wrong. Again, he has suffered under this manager by being played out of position, and now we're all jumping on his back because he's moaning and crying. You know what I mean? It's like playing Yorker as centre half, and then when he throws his dummy out the pram, people are saying, "Well, what are you throwing your dummy out the pram for?" You know. So I do understand it, but I do understand where he's coming from. To be honest with you, because once again, this brother is seeing his captain play like an absolute wally, and he's thinking, "I can do a better job. Give me a go." And the manager's not doing it. You say about the blood and guts type of football from the past, you can imagine how it would be left in the field with the rest part of the semi-final would have been all over by half time. Yeah, I mean, there's that to it. I mean, listen, some of the tackles that you see today, I mean, what they're getting free kicks for today is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You fall over, you get a free kick. Basically, if you don't stay on your feet and you fall over, you get a free kick. That is it. It's non-contact football in my eyes. I reckon it's non-contact football and about 20 minutes of walking football. It's boring. Some of the talent we have, wish Wenger was still at prime. Exactly. 100%. 100%. Arteta's an anti-successful. Zinchenko, 10-8 against PSV. He was great. Better performance than Odegaard. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I understand. I understand about Zinchenko, crybaby, all this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man up, get on with it. Whatever. I understand it. However, if you look from a footballing side of things, he's not really been given a chance, has he? Played as an inverted left back or a left back, and he's not a left back. Again, he's a midfield player. And he's not really had a chance to shine in midfield. Big up DJB Legends, just going on the stream now, was celebrating. Oh, big up Martin. Happy birthday to you. Well, we've had some great news in the chat today. Kawaji has passed his A-levels. Big up Kawaji. And Martin Tapp's birthday. It's all happening here on the Arsenal Huddle. We're all huddled together, people. Join the community. You know it makes sense. We're all huddled together. Martin Tapp's birthday, Kawaji's A-levels. You know it makes sense here. Arteta kind's actually weird, playing players out of position. Could be a type of torture. Don't know why he does it. Sign players in the right position. Let's have some. Happy birthday, Martin. Yeah, big up, Martin. He's legend, is Martin. Yeah, absolute legend. All right, guys, make sure that you go onto my channel. Sub to my channel. On my channel, you will see a code to join the Fantasy Football League. Scan the barcode, takes you straight to my channel. Have a little look on the post, and you will see a code for the Fantasy Football League. Have a little sign up, guys. Fantasy Football League. Let's put the code. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put the code in the chat again. I've got to put my glasses on. I'll tell you what, it's horrible getting young, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Getting young's horrible. When you get young and your eyes start, that's the worst thing, getting young. Right, fantasy football code is going in the chat. Have a little look. Q 5 X 6 8 A. Come on, people. There's the code for the Arsenal Huddle Fantasy Football League. Get on it. Have a buzz. Pick your team. And we'll have a little chat about it where we'll see how we're going. We'll compare notes and everything. So, yeah. Have a little look. Get on the Arsenal football team. There it is there. Arsenal Huddle, Fantasy Football. Pick your team. join the league, and we'll see how we're doing, guys. We'll compare it on the Sunday sit back or my midweek review. We'll be doing a midweek review, me and Nunski. Probably be Tuesday nights. I'll also do post-match reaction coming out the Emirates as well. Don't know how that's going to go. It'll be on my phone, so we'll see how that goes, guys. But yeah. And then we're doing a midweek review. We'll be doing, as I said, we'll be doing streams all through the week on the latest Arsenal merry-go-round. Hopefully it'll be a successful season. But yeah, big up, guys. Make sure, get on the fantasy football team. Have a little go. And we'll see where we can go. Will Gavin L pick a team that wins? Eh? Will J Lux videos, will they pick a team? Was he going to pick a team and romp home? We will see. We will see. Happy birthday, Martin Tapp. Congratulations, Kawaji. They're all in here tonight, mate, my friend. Yes, in the community, there is no hate. Arteta's out 99%. Arteta's in 1%. Really? I think that's the other way around, my friend. Trust me. We are a minority. We're all respecting each other and don't ban people for no reason like they do on. Yeah, Johnny, massive, my friend. Massive. Everyone respects. Listen, I haven't got a problem with fans coming in here and wanting Arteta and believing Arteta. You know, that's fine. I haven't got a problem with it. It's just the disrespect I have a problem with and not appreciating the difference of opinion. If someone comes in here, as I said, if someone comes in here and puts something positive up and I agree with it, I'll hold my hands up and say, yeah, fair comment. I agree with that. But don't come in and talk nonsense. I can't be doing with nonsense. Bless DJ, you're just like my dad. Nev, come on. How old's your dad? Come on, eh? Yeah, I'll tell you what, as long as you didn't say I'm like your granddad, you get a pass, Nev. My phone won't scan the QR code for some reason. Is there a link? Yeah, just go on the Arsenal Huddle. DJB Arsenal Huddle, tap that in. But there's there it is there. That's not for the fantasy league. That's the code for the fantasy league, guys. Yeah, Q5X68A is your fantasy league code for season 25-26. Yeah, big up, guys. Big up. Let's smash the likes as well. And you know it makes sense. Smash the likes. And we're on the road to 2K, guys. We're on the road to 2K. Yeah. Every little helps. Every little helps. You know? And thanks for all your comments as usual, my friends. 100% appreciate it. Yeah, so I honestly think, as I said, getting back to the window, nothing's really happening, is it? Nothing's really happening. Latvian Gooner, big up, my friend, as always. Big up, Martin Tapp. 58 years young. Quality. Yeah. Do you know what? It's really weird, right? But I feel better in my 50s than I did in my 30s. Seriously. I feel a lot more better in my 50s than I did my 30s. I'm still cycling. I'm still doing my stuff down the gym. I'm still doing my martial arts. I'm still doing all different things. And I keep thinking to myself, I've got to stop and that. I've got to do my yoga and stuff like that. And I keep thinking to myself, but I can't do it. I can't stop, man. Can't stop. When I was in my 30s and, you know, you kind of get a little bit lazy. I wasn't playing football so much in my late 30s and, you know, I was kind of going through the motions and going out and sitting on the couch. And I just, but I don't know. Don't be afraid of getting in your 50s, guys. That's all I'm saying to you. It ain't that bad. I'm dreading 60. Man, I'm dreading the big 60. I don't know why. It's really weird, isn't it? As certain birthdays, getting on to Martin Tapp's because it's Martin Tapp's birthday. You brought it up, Martin. Don't blame me. Right? When I hit 30, I was fine. I had a bit of a problem with 40. I don't know, my 40th birthday. I don't know. There's something about being 40. I'm like, That didn't go down too well with me. But when I hit 50, I weren't too vexed about it, to be honest. It's funny, isn't it? How different kind of birthdays. Some people say, "Oh, I prefer being 18 and 21. Like my 18th was better than my 21st. You know, I kind of, yeah. So it's weird, man. I'm sure Martin Tapp's only, I'm 45, feeling it already. Good age, 45. Martin Tapp, Johnny D, yes, sounds good. 31, massive. Big up, my DJB. My father is 70. Big up. He worked over 50 years. He's too active. He's still staying. Oh, big up to him, Johnny D. 100% respect. Give him a pat on the back, man. Give him a pat on the back. It's my birthday on Sunday. So Bizzle, Ryan, I'm telling you now, there's nothing like it. If you have a birthday that falls on the opening day of the season and Arsenal win, it's a win-win. My birthday's all around about FA Cup, the first round of the FA Cup. You know, when the big boys come in that first week in January? That's when normally my birthday was always an FA Cup day. You know, we'd be playing like, I don't know, Scunthorpe or someone like that. Or I remember, No, but my birthday never falls on a kind of league game. It always falls like FA Cup. Martin Tapp sounds like I had a good one. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, Martin's a legend, man. Been with the channel for some time now. My daddy's always around the FA Cup. Yeah, same as me. It's that January thing, isn't it? So you're Jimmy, bro, your dad's probably around about the same birthday as mine, sort of beginning of January, sort of FA Cup weekend, isn't it? Yeah, that's same here. Guys, make sure you smash a like on the channel. And make sure you sub in if you've not subbed. Just in case, we will be doing a pre tomorrow. We are what have I got? Yeah, I've got Jez, Kenny Ken. Hopefully Matty will be joining us as well. We'll be looking ahead we'll be looking ahead to Sunday. What the team will be, how the tactics are going to go, what the score's going to be, how we're going to play, etc., etc., etc. We'll be doing all the usual things on the build-up for Sunday, so come and join us tomorrow. If you can't join us tomorrow, what's your predictions for Sunday? So if I don't see any of yous in the chat, I've said 1-1. Put your predictions in. Tell me what you think. Be realistic. You know, even if you're don't matter what you think, just look at the game. Don't look at the manager. Don't look at whatever. Just look at the occasion on Sunday. Tell me what you think, guys. Tell me what you think. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I really like yours and Jez's other insights. Thanks, Nav. Big up, my friend. Always a pleasure. Vincenzo, thanks, DJB. I wish you'd take it a bit easier, but truth is, no, the minute he stops, mate, is when he gets older. If he's willing to go, you keep him going. Great stream, mate. Gonna head out, DJ. Speak soon. J Lux, big up, brother. Wherever you're going, enjoy, and I'll see you again, my friend. Thank you for your support. Make sure you smash your like and sub on the way out if you haven't. I think you have anyway, J boy. So big up, brother. Big up, my friend. 3-1 United. 2-1 for one of the teams. I'll tell you what, you can't make sure you don't fall off that fence, my friend. I will see it going to 2-2. We got 2-2. I think 2-1 United Binks. 2-2. They tie us late. Lynch. Yeah, I'm going 1-1. 3-1 Arsenal, 1 goal. At least he will be out. Yeah. I think United hit you on the counter. I really do. Amarin has set up before. Yeah, I know. He's got our number, hasn't he, Amarin? And now he's got some firepower up front. Worried. 1-1. Johnny Greek, Northern Irish. Big up, Johnny Greek, Northern Irish. Welcome to the community, my friend. Make sure you smash your like and you subbed. Thank you for joining. Pleasure is all mine. Old Trafford going to give Arteta PTSD. It's a tough place to go, no matter what. Doesn't matter how bad Man United are. It doesn't matter. It's always tough. It's just the occasion. It's just, It's just Arsenal and Man United. It's just massive. It's just absolutely massive, guys. Huge, huge game. Huge, huge game. Gyökeres to score. Lynch, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. If Gyökeres can nick a goal, yeah. It's the Gyökeres v Sesko. I mean, what a team up, isn't it? Arsenal wanted Sesko, didn't get him. Man United wanted Gyökeres, didn't get him. Gyökeres ends up at Arsenal. Sesko ends up at Man United. Already there's rivalry there. See what I mean? It's Arsenal, Man United. There's rivalry there already. These brothers have just walked through the door and there's rivalry. Absolute massive. It is, Lynch. It's probably your yeah. I mean, it is my game of the season, to be honest. Not people say to me, "What it is Arsenal Spurs." I agree, but Arsenal Man United is probably that's my biggest game of the season. Arsenal Man United, Arsenal Spurs, and then Arsenal West Ham. I can't take losing against West Ham. I can't do it. It's probably because of where I'm brought up. I just, you know what I mean? I just can't. Where I'm living, it's just, that's always been rivalry for me, Arsenal West Ham. If Sesko scores the winner, oh, can you imagine it? No, don't even go there, Latvian Guna. Sesko. Kawaji's in. Kawaji's in with his A levels. Kawaji, A level. Yeah. Saka settings. Yeah, it's massive. It's all massive, my people. It's all massive. DJB, when I said 90% Arteta out, so I meant this community. That with, oh, okay, brother. Right, okay. Not the whole. Right, sorry. Misunderstood, Johnny. Sorry, my friend. The vast Arteta fans are not sitting here for the online streaming. They don't bother with the hate. No, exactly. It's not hatred. It's just opinions. It's just opinions. You know, that's the good thing about this channel. It's just all opinions and coming in and just like, you know, my opinion on Arteta. I don't need to keep repeating myself. But as I said at the beginning of my stream, if something rolls me, that's it. I'll let rip. And I can't have people disrespecting the players that built the foundations for this football team. I'm going back years. Tony Adams is one of those players that helped build the foundations that this great football team. And when you've got fans disrespecting him because he's got a passionate, and I mean a passionate opinion on something because he's a winner, for me, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I wish there would be more Arsenal legends that were as passionate as Tony Adams. And the reason why they're not, that really winds me up, the reason why a lot of the Arsenal legends are not as passionate as Tony Adams is because they're buttering their own bread, making their own tea. Yeah? Not going to get pitch side, not going to do an Emirates tour, not going to jump on the old, little tours away, not going to get in the press box. Oh, can't say that. Can't say that. Even though I deep down think that the manager's not good enough, I'm not allowed to say that. As if they haven't got enough money anyway. What are they bothered for? Arteta has opinions and he looks where it's got us laugh out loud. Exactly. And as I said before, right, guys, if Arteta left this football club and went and joined another football club, do you honestly believe he would care about Arsenal? If he went and managed, I don't know, Juventus or someone, or Barcelona, or I'm just throwing teams out there, do you honestly think that he would look back and have an opinion like Tony Adams has years on? He wouldn't give a damn. Arteta moves on from this football club. He gets another job in football. And Arsenal's a distant memory. That's what these people don't understand. Whereas man like Tony Adams and all the Arsenal fans, and if you're a true Arsenal fans, it never leaves you. It never leaves you. Yeah. Perry likes to say it how it is too. Yeah, Perry does. He flip flops around. Perry Gross. He's what I call the He's what I yeah. He's a bit of a flip flop. Is Perry? Yeah. He puts his sliders on sometimes, and he has a little flip about. You know, I can't flip flop about. I can't do it. I want the manager. I wanted the manager gone, and I'll stick by it. Me and Shane said even if he won the Champions League last season, we want him gone. So I'd say it's the biggest fraud manager in football, being paid millions. Yeah, 15 million for no returns. It's going to make me angry again seeing him this season. It is me, Binks, unfortunately, but what can you do? Unfortunately, see, the problem is with football. The problem is with football, right? Is they've got you by the short and curlies, haven't they? They know that you are going to support the club no matter what. See, with me, I'm going to support the club. I'll be there shouting out, cheering, supporting the football club. Even though I don't want the manager there, I've got to get behind the team, and I will get behind the team. But I'll call it out if I don't think it's right. And that's all Tony Adams done, and that's all what people do. That's what all other fans do. It's what Northside does. It's what Jez does. It's what Shane does every morning. He gets up, he gets his eggs going and his bacon, and he gets his sausages on, and he's out there serving up all sorts of breakfast malarkey. And he's saying it as it is. That's all they're doing. Big up, Binks. Speaking absolute hundreds. Facts, bruv. Ah, Vincenzo. How we doing, my brother? You all good? I hope everyone's good. Now that's 8 revealed undeniable. It's complete stupidity to say what you wanted at Arteta out. If we would be holders of the Champions League, it can only be explained by head loss hate. Yeah. Listen, Johnny, it's not hate. It's just what I see long term. Because what I don't want is this guy to win a trophy and then he stays another 5 years. And then we go another 5 years without winning anything. You know? It's not hate. Yeah. I'd be absolutely gassed if this guy done it, and I'd respect that. I totally respect it, and I'd give him all the respect in the world. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't want him at my football club another 5 years, because I can't go through another 5 years like this. I can't do another 5 years not winning anything. Put it this way, right? If he wins the Champions League and he gets another 5 years without winning anything, that's 11 years with one trophy. One trophy, one major trophy in 11 years. So if you look at it that way, you think to yourself, yeah, hang on a minute. What football club is going to have a manager that's only won one major trophy in 11 years? Yeah, 100%. It's all about mentality, Johnny. You've got to start. You've got to build the foundations. Go and win a Carabao Cup, win an FA Cup. Because these players haven't won anything. They've not tasted victory. They've not had that day out at Wembley. I need a day out at Wembley, honestly. Otherwise, I'm getting into the situation where I'm trotting down to Wembley when there's no football on, just to say that I've been there. I'm walking down Wembley Way, walking around Wembley, all on my own. Billy No Mate settings, just to say that I've been to Wembley. Honestly, I'm desperate. Honestly, I just want a trophy. All this about FA Cup and Carabao Cup don't count. Why don't it count? We haven't won nothing. It might not, you know what I mean? How does it not count? Of course it counts. So you're saying, like, you know what I mean? You're saying, I don't want to win the FA Cup. I don't want to win the Carabao Cup. but you're happy to see Chelsea win it. You're happy to see Man City win it. You're happy to see Liverpool win it. You're happy to see Man United win it. You're happy to see Spurs win it and have a parade. But you don't want to win it? Make it make sense. I can't. I don't see how you play football and not want to win anything. Rice was won a trophy with West Ham. Of course he has. 100%. That's why he should be captain. Rice should be captain of this football team. 100. Guys, we will go again. We will go again, people. It has been an absolute pleasure once more. Thank you for everyone that's joined. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your subs. Thank you for all your respect. Yeah, thank you to everyone. All valid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're around tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. If you're not, come on, you Gunners, for Sunday. Must win Sunday. Can't go out, can't lose that game Sunday. Got to go and win Sunday. And the season is here, people. The season is here. Yeah, we're all getting back to normal. Yeah, you lock your partners and your wives away, and whoever your partner is, they get locked away for the next couple of months. They can go and watch their rubbish Strictly Come Dancing while we huddle up to the football and have a little look. And yeah, people, let's hope it's a good one. Let's hope it's a good one Sunday. Congratulations to Koaji again for A levels. Martin Tapp, happy birthday. All you legends, thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, big up to everyone. Stay safe, and see you again soon. Thank you very much. We're out of here. God bless.